Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the 4 tips on how to stop being lazy. Now before we jump in, just know if you haven't already, check out my podcast, linked on the homepage of my YouTube channel. Also, check out my new self-help book that came out maybe almost a month ago, linked in the description, only $11.99 paperback. So if you love my content, purchase one of those books. It will greatly benefit you if you benefit from my content. So yeah, let's get right into the video. Tip number 1, it's your phone. Now, let me elaborate. Think about when you get off of work or you get home from school and you sit down and you go on your phone and you have either homework, a workout, to cook, to clean your room, do laundry, whatever you have to do, and you tell yourself you just want to sit down for a second, decompress, and you scroll on your phone. Then what ends up happening is you just continue to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, and now an hour, 30 minutes, an hour and a half, 2 hours go by of you just mindlessly scrolling, and at that point you're already lazy, and then at that point you're telling yourself so much time has gone by, you might as well just continue, right? Or not complete the tasks that you already had in mind. But many people do this, but here are some tips to help manage that phone issue. Screen time. I know Apple phones have this. I don't know about Android, Samsung, stuff like that. I think they do. But on Apple iPhones and stuff, you can do screen time on your phone for certain apps. For me, I used to do like 20 minutes on Instagram, an hour on Snapchat, and I left it at that. And then when it would go away or it was time for the end of the day, then I just wouldn't press it. You have like a little thing where you can press like 1 more minute, but I try to steer away from that just so you're aware of how much time you're actually spending on your phone. Another little contrast that you can try to implement is when you are deciding to scroll on your phone, go to the gym and walk on the treadmill. I have a treadmill in my house and a little bike as well. So I'll sometimes, if I really feel like I just need to zone out and I just want to scroll, which is fine, I'll try to be a little bit more productive with it, walk on the treadmill, go on the bike. So if you even do something like that, put on your headphones, scroll for a bit, at least you're doing something counterproductive along with this mental kind of wedge, you know what I mean? Birds with one stone, you won't feel so guilty about it, and your body is moving, so it's not as lazy. Because if we keep falling into the same thing of getting distracted, the whole thing about going on your phone is you typically sit down or lay down, and it becomes a lot harder to get away from that phone. So if you do decide to go on your phone and scroll, make sure you're at least standing, not sitting down, because the minute you sit down, it becomes a lot harder to get back up. Tip number 2, set small goals. This tip is actually copy and pasted along my other tips, but it's so huge, you guys. When you set small goals and you have a tendency of being lazy or going on your phone or sitting down or watching TV or playing video games, when we set small goals, it doesn't seem that overwhelming. A goal such as go on a walk for 20 minutes, that may seem overwhelming, but if you set a small goal as go on a walk for 5 minutes, that is not bad. It's like, oh, I'll just get it over with right now, right? So when you set smaller goals, maybe there's big goals you want in the future, but just setting small goals only for 1 minute or 1 sentence or 1 meal or 1 bite, like these really little incremented goals, then we are internalizing building these positive habits and routine so we can get used to them. So when we become used to the routine and building this habit and just building it positively over and over and over again, then we can start to grow it because we have already made that a habit. Tip number 3, fix your sleep. If you're sleeping too little, you're gonna be tired and lazy. If you sleep too much, you're gonna be tired and lazy. So this is up to you. You need to figure out what's best for you. I personally believe that everybody can function off different hours of sleep. I think there's maybe a set base. I know people say 7 to 8 hours, but for me, sometimes I feel like I need 9. But then some other days I feel like I have 9 and it's too much. So it depends on you and what's going on that day. Sometimes I work all day and then I sleep all day, and then sometimes I didn't do that much that day and I don't need that much sleep. So it depends on the day and what's going on, but you kind of want to have a set schedule of when you sleep and wake up. I wake up really early in the morning, so I really try on like the days that I work. So I try to wake up around that same time because I don't want my internal clock, I think it's circadian clock, to be off its rocker. You want to keep it the same, because the minute that you change your sleep, all of a sudden you will become so tired and your body doesn't know how to react. So try to keep your sleep schedule the same and wake up and sleep at a certain time. I like to always, before I go to sleep, I see what time it is and then I set a timer for 8 hours or 7.5 to wake up. So then that way my REM sleep fully cycles. Each REM sleep cycle is an hour and 30 minutes. And sometimes they say if you wake up in the middle of that, you can be extra groggy. So an hour and 30 minutes, you kind of want about 4 of those. That's like 7.5 hours. You can wake up around 7.5 to 8 hours and see how you feel from there, and then adjust as needed. Tip number 4, make healthier food choices. Now, do you see how I didn't say go on a diet or just eat fruits and vegetables or whatever? No, make healthier choices. You get a large Frappuccino, get a medium or small. If you usually eat fried food, try to steer away from it. I'm not gonna say avoid it, but we don't want restrictions and we don't want diets. We want to enjoy the foods we still love, and in moderation with portion sizes. Not only will that make you feel better because you're not eating so much, but it will make you feel like you're not restricted. You're still enjoying life. You're still enjoying your time. You're still enjoying your food palettes and the things you love without restricting yourself. So keep that in mind. It will also boost your energy when you're not eating like, excuse my language, but crap. Without eating like crap. When you eat like crap, you feel like crap. When you eat good, you feel good. So try to eat as clean as you can, as well as you can. And if you're eating something that's not really the best for you, split it with someone or eat a little bit less or order a smaller size, and you will feel the difference. And then you'll internally and externally have more energy for your day. Hope that these tips helped you in one way, shape, or another. You can implement one of these or all 4 of these tips and it will help you extremely and greatly. Please comment down below which tip benefited you the most, which tip shocked you, and which tip you are going to be trying. Share this with a family, friend, or loved one if it helped you, because I know if it helps you, it can help others. As always, have a wonderful day/night, and always remember to be 1% better than you were yesterday. Have a great day.